Here it is. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. What up, my people, my people, my people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? How are you? Welcome back to the Tim Black Show. My name is Tim Black. Do you know where your politics is? All right. So what's going on, man? I want to say what's up to my moderator, Bug Bewley, as well as my moderator, Black Mamba, as well as my moderator, Ebony, in the building. What's up, y'all? Yeah. Checking out the comment section here. See who's in the building, man. My people in the building, man. Black Mamba's back. Looking like Black Mamba in the chat. And of course, Buck's here holding it down. Ebony is around. And we are full tilt here at the Tim Black Show, man. I want to say what's up to everybody, man. How y'all doing? How's life treating ya? We here. President accounted for on a Friday night, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see I got my Tim Black Wolfpack in the house, man. Those are the people that keep the lights on in the Tim Black Show, man. So thank you to the Tim Black Wolfpack people, man. Give it up for those people, man. That's right. We bad. We bad. That's right. That's right. Jive Turkey. I was at a Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder moment, man. Stir crazy. We bad. We bad. Man, man, I tell you, man. Dinosaurs, man. We got dinosaurs, man. So, what up, Kate Lindsay, Jesse Vachon, Anna Jackson, David Melford in the building. Jesse off the top ropes. Jesse said, look, man, I'm probably going to fall asleep. So let me go and give you this $5 now. I'm probably going to go to sleep, man. Hey, look, Jesse, man, thank you for supporting the show, man. Give it up for Jesse, y'all. So I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm tired, man. Irene, what's up, Irene? How you doing? Cherry Covington, Wolfpack member, Wolfpack. Yo. Good to see you. Kat Negrita. How you doing, Kat? Good to see you as well. Thank you, Kat. You know. Tracy Clark. Is that the sign of the times? Sign of the times coming through, representing the crown of the time. Yo. And yeah, we're doing what we do. Look, man. Buck had to say, Tim, you gonna play some music tonight or what we doing? I didn't even hit go on this joint yet. I'm gonna hear playing music for about 20 minutes. And Buck hit me up like, you gonna play music on the internet so we can hear the show? Good thing he said that. Yeah, man. Things are kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Things are kind of weird, man. It's been a real Rocky Balboa week for a brother. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you, man, we are doing it. We are doing it well. Yeah, Ebony was here. She at the very top. She came in early. Thank you, Ebony. I appreciate it. It's good seeing you in the building. Yeah. Anthony in the building. And I got my people on X, my people on Facebook as well, spreading the love all across the internets, the galaxies. You know, people saying, man, that Trump trying to erase Black history. So I'm like, man, it's an opportunity, man, so we can teach them. Yeah, if they can't get it from where they were getting it before. And that's something I want to get into, man. Let's just jump off into it, man, because tonight is Audience Participation Day. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging. I'm like, you know what? We're going to talk about whatever we talk about. How about we do that? Because I tell y'all, man, this ain't nothing but a conversation between friends. We just friends kicking it. Matter of fact, before I forget, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have my guest DJ Knock DC. DJ Knock. He'll be my guest tomorrow, man. We're going to talk about D.C. We're going to talk about what's going on in D.C. We're going to talk about the history of D.C. We're going to talk about how bad things really are and if things have gotten any better, if they've gotten worse since Trump federalized law enforcement there. And we'll just see where we are, man. We had that conversation. Be here tomorrow, live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. Special presentation, extra, bonus presentation, man. We're going to do that this Saturday. Tomorrow. So be here for that. But besides that, man, I want to talk to y'all. There are a lot of people saying that Donald Trump and his administration are targeting black people and trying to hurt black communities or the black community, right? As if we all interconnected. I guess that's the way they want to look at it. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but that's the way they're targeting it. That's the way they're saying we're being targeted by the Trump administration, trying to hurt us, right? And I want to know how many of y'all black folks feel targeted. Because you're supposed to be you're being targeted right now. And I'm looking at the issues that they say that we're being targeted by the Trump administration. And I'm looking at these issues, they're like environmental. And I know what they're talking about. They're talking about Cancer Alley out there in Louisiana. They're talking about the sewage, the open sewage in Alabama. It's two particular points they're pointing out. And I'm like, hold on, dog. I remember when there were people that wanted to come on the show who wanted to talk about the Cancer Alley. And I could not find a doctor to come on to talk about it. That was the only reason why I didn't do the show, because I felt like I don't know what to say. I'm just going, and we could talk about it, but I'm not going to have any expertise. I need a doctor on the show to talk about what's going on with the people, and talk about how these chemicals are impacting people. I want to do that. But folks, that was like, I don't know, man, that was years ago. And what I'm saying is, and the same thing with the sewage. I remember people talking about the sewage, that people literally were walking in their backyards and it was sewage, straight up sewage in the backyard. And, that's a lot of disease-causing environmental hazards, right? And that's what that is. And that gets into the waterways, and not to mention the contact of that matter on your bodies and the kids playing in the yards, kids playing in the ground, and this ground is seepage. I mean, it's a horrific thing, right? And I'm not saying this is not a horrific thing, because it is. It is very much a threat to survival, and it's a threat to the sanctity, the safety of people, the health of those. And I'm not in any way discounting that. And I'm not defending Trump on this, and I'm not defending Democrats, but what I'm saying is, these problems existed 4 years ago, man, or 2 years ago, or a year ago. Like, none of the problems that you guys are pointing out to me weren't already a problem before Trump got in office a second time. And this is the reason why I can't stand the Democrats, man. There'll be a problem that they had under their watch when they had their president and their vice president in office. And it did not get fixed. It was not repaired. They don't protest. They don't say, hey, let's go get Biden and destroy him for it. He's doing this. He's targeting black people. He's not fixing this. He's doing nothing. Trump get in office, and now it's like, oh, look what he's doing to us. Oh, God. Look what he's doing to the black people. This shit been going on for years. And you didn't have that same heat a minute ago. Now, I got heat for it now. But see, different than you, I had heat for it then too. These people only get upset when they hurt some Republican. Yeah, they are quiet as hell when it's time. Look, here's the thing. When you got your guy in or your woman in office, that's the time to be the most loudest, because that's your guy. You get your guy to fix it. I'm beginning to think they don't really want shit fixed. They just want to complain about it, so they got something to run on. or they want to complain about it. They want it there to be able to complain about it, to smear the other guy's face in it. Because, dog, I mean, how many of y'all had a friend working at a fast food restaurant? You know what I'm saying? At a fast food restaurant I used to go to. Like, I remember working at Roy Rogers, man, and I used to try to hook my people up, man, when they came through, right? You know what I'm saying? They come through the drive-through, give them an extra bucket of chicken or something, if you can, you know what I'm saying? Or give them extra french fries, extra biscuits or something. You want to hook your people up if you could. If you could. You got chicken that's hitting the expiration date, because, you know, you can only keep it for so long, then you got to throw it out. And, you know, you give it to your friends. And my friends would come by looking for the hookup. Why? Because their guy was working. The guy was there. And I had a friend who worked at Domino's. People would order pizzas, not pick them up. Just assholes. God bless them. Because he bring home the free pizzas. And what did the guy do who worked at Domino's, who was our guy? He'd give us the freebies. He'd hook us up, right? Now, the reason why they hooked us up is because they were working, because they were there. They were in a position to help us, right? So they did. We looked for the hookup from our guy. We didn't wait till our guy got fired. We didn't wait till some new guy was in office or in a Roy Rogers, or a new guy worked at Domino's who didn't know us, and then show up going, hey, man, what's up with the pizza? Hey, man, what's up with the hookups? You understand what I'm saying? It makes sense, don't it? Yeah, what I look like going up to the guy that doesn't rock with me? Isn't my homie? Isn't my dude? Isn't my guy? Some Bam I don't know, some person I don't know, and being like, yo, what's up with the chicken, yo? Thought you had us, man. Hook us up. You know we going to the party, man. Be like, who are you? Nah, man, I got my own squad who I'll be hooking up. What I'm trying to tell you is, man, it seems to me like this is ass backwards. Or maybe, as I stated, maybe it's all part of the construct. Yeah, well, they complain about things only to complain about them. They don't really want things fixed. In fact, I think they let things stay bad. I can't prove it, but I believe they let things stay bad just so they can run on them. They let things stay broke just so they have something to complain about. They don't pressure their guy because they don't want their guy to have to do nothing. I mean, just imagine. I mean, I just got through looking at a clip. Roland Martin spent a whole show trying to get people to go, the black voters, black vote matters, black votes matter, black votes matter. That's his thing. And I could already tell, like, all they doing is, come on, Democrats, come on, blacks, we gotta fight back. We gotta fight back. Send money so we can fight back. Send donate. They ain't nothing but a bunch of Dr. Umars. Send money, send a hookup, send money. We gotta fight back. Yo, here's my problem. We weren't doing the black community. If you're saying we're under attack now, what were we 6 months ago? Were we under attack 6 months ago? What were we under a year ago? What were we under 2 years ago? They trying to make it sound like all of us are driving a Mercedes G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? Like every black family had a G-Wagon and some red bottoms, fresh pair of Air Jordans. Like everybody was doing fine, living in a duplex or in a high rise, or living in a single family home with the mortgage all paid up, all the bills tight, cars running, vacation planning, kids in school paid for, clothes tight, all the kids' clothes laid out, refrigerator full of food, the deep freezer stocked full of steaks. They make it sound like all black people were doing so well. And then Trump came in January. Oh no! Everything went to hell all of a sudden. But see, we know that ain't what happened. We know that ain't even close to what happened. And say, oh man, they rolling back Black history. They taking Black history out. They're trying to erase our history. You know, dog, let me tell y'all something, man. I complain. I talk about the Black history shit. You know what I'm saying? I do talk about that. I talk about Black history. But there comes a point when all the shit that the liberals and the progressives are doing, banging on their chest, Black history, Black. At some point, motherfucker, at some point we got to wake up and say, hold up, you know what? All that talk about Black history, we were teaching Black history all this time, right? Has it helped us? I mean, don't get me twisted, man. I want people to be educated. But God damn it, come on now. It don't seem like it made people be less racist. It doesn't seem like it puts food on the table, except for the people running museums or the people that are doing this Black history stuff. But for the rest of us, I know you say academically it helps people's minds open. Whose minds? I got a fetish for living in Black history. Right? You got a fetish for it. Now, I ain't on no Thomas Sowell shit, but come on, man. This is not everything. You know what's more important in Black history? Black present. Yeah, I know something more important than Black history. Black present. And I know something even more important than Black present. Black future. Yeah, Black future is more important. And you know what? We might not have one. But we got a bunch of people crying about Black history. Don't get me twisted. Yes, it's important. It's important, but it ain't everything. Housing's important. Finding decent jobs. I'm up here fighting to get Black people employed. Gainfully employed. Gainfully employed. Joe Biden, he deported 1.49 illegal or undocumented people, and he imported 20 million. And for some reason, I got Black scholars that act like none of those 20 million people that came in this country are going to do any jobs that Black people were doing before they came in. For some reason, like, I can't get people to wrap their head around that. I'm talking Swahili when I say that shit. They don't even know what I'm talking about. But I want to ask y'all this, man. I want to ask y'all this. Do I sound crazy? I know if you had a family of 4 and then it became a family of 8, that'd be a little bit more expensive. I know if you had a family of 4 and then you got to cook for 4, then you got to cook for 8, that's you got to cook 2 times more food. I mean, I'm just doing math here. And if you don't have more food, well, people got to split up some food because everybody got to eat. I mean, I'm just doing math here. And since we got this racism, we all know, because we know history, we know employers love picking other people over Black people. They can pick anybody but the Black person. Oh, God. Black person be sitting right there, be like, oh, I wonder if I have someone for this job. I don't know if, Jesus. You Black person like Horseshack. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, Horseshack was a character in a show called Barney Miller, the Sweat Hogs. He was an annoying little Jewish kid. Ooh, 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 ooh. He would do like that in class, and teacher didn't want to call on him. Mr. Kate. Anyway, the point is this. The Black kid be raising his hand. The Black person want to get hired. Ooh, 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 pick me. And the employer is like, damn, I wish I could find somebody for this job. Hey, pick me. I'm qualified. Hey, white guy, you got a job? How about another one? You don't want one, huh? Hey, you. It is C. You speak English? No. Perfect. Here's my other point, man. They want to focus on Black history to the point where it's almost seeming like a distraction. Yeah, it's starting to seem like a distraction. You want to complain about, hey man, every Black person, go teach your child Black history. First of all, teach yourself Black history. How about you do that? How about we start with you doing some Black history? and then taking it upon yourself, because we should not rely on the system, the white control system, to teach your children Black history. We really shouldn't be doing that. It's kind of a lofty ambition that America would become so unracist and so at such equality that all history would be taught in the same thing. Like there'd be no Black history, no white history, just be history. We ain't there yet. And I don't know if we ever gonna be there. At least I don't think we're gonna be there in my lifetime. Okay? But this hyper focus on history, but not the same amount of consideration for today, don't make no damn sense. Am I tripping, man? I want to go to comments, man. Buck, I know you said don't go to comments, Tim. People crazy. But I got to get to input because I'm trying to understand, like, are we going to continue to allow the Roland Martins, the D.L. Hughley's, D.L. Huge Liars? We're going to continue to allow these people to make a mountain out of the molehills and to ignore the mountains. They make a mountain out of the molehill and ignore the real mountains. The real mountains are employment, investment in our damn community so we can help feed our families. He's trying to cut. He don't want to read the book, and he don't want to put the backstory. I feel the trepidation in the situation. When I was with Kamala and Joe, I found it fascinating that the same people, the same group of people that what I'm saying, folks, is it's a snow job. It's sort of like the people saying, oh my God, we're Black people under attack. Black people been under attack since we've been in this country. Where you been? Black America has always been under attack. But only now when you say we're under attack is when your guy not in office. You could have very well have said that shit under Biden and under Obama and under Clinton. You weren't even calling it an attack when the crime bill was at its highest peak. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't even calling that an attack. In retrospect, people were talking about it, but at the time, nobody talked about it. So it's all a bunch of parlor tricks. It's reindeer games. They're playing reindeer games with our lives, man. And they're gaslighting people for votes. They're gaslighting for donations. Yeah, man, but if I'm gonna call out Dr. Umar, man, come on, man, that's the same thing Kamala was doing. That's the same thing all the politicians do. $500, you might get to meet the kid. At some point, man, we got to see it for what it is. And I'm not saying history's not important, it is. And I'm not saying Black people, I'm not saying Cancer Alley isn't an issue, it is. But see, that's why this whole thing, when I had this conversation with DJ Knock tomorrow about DC, it's going to be a very interesting conversation because, you know, there are actual people living in DC. They're not stupid. Heard a brother say his mom ain't checked the mailbox in years. Not because she don't get mail. He do it for her because it's dangerous. And we got people going, don't get it twisted. I don't want cops overstepping and roughing up people just to do it, but I'm saying, let's not operate in fantasy land like Black people are in this certain condition and then, oh no, in came Trump. No, that's not reality. It was shit. Is it getting less shitty or shittier? That's it. Okay? Let's stop it. Let's cut it. This is a Tim Black show. We don't lie to ourselves, man. We don't do it. We go get the test done. We bite the bullet. We deal with reality. We don't go, oh no, we were in Nirvana. This was Pleasure Island. Everyone was getting a massage, drinking Hawaiian drinks with umbrellas in them, in the sun. getting fanned, and somebody was feeding them grapes and other exotic fruits while you lay out near the water. And then Trump came, and then the sharks and the jellyfish attacked your ass. The storm, the skies opened up, and gray opened up, and fire shot out the sky. And serpents started flying around, and one of them dragons from the shit, you know, Game of Thrones dragons, came through. The earth opened up, and then them walker dudes started, the Isters, the devils, the zombie, whatever those were, the walkers start walking. Now we're gonna stop living in fantasy land. Stop letting Democrats gaslight the shit out of you. I saw Mr. Magoo, this guy, man. I can't stand this guy, man. I saw this guy, Anton Daniels. Next person say, you were Anton Daniels. We what? This motherfucker got on TV and said, oh, but there ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing as systemic racism, because this is not too many brothers getting money for that to be true. I wanted to just reach through the screen and smack all the shit out of them. 2% of venture capitalist money go to black businesses. You mean to tell me you think 98% of our small businesses are shit? Only you, huh? You're the only one with a business idea that had any legs, huh? 98% of our small businesses don't deserve funding. Is that what you're telling us? Because only 2% of venture capitalists get funded for black Americans. That's male and female combined, mofo. And you sitting up here lying to everybody or not knowing shit, running your mouth. And shame on you platforms that keep platforming horrible motherfuckers who don't know anything, who lie to everyone to kiss white supremacists' ass. Shame on all y'all, man. No numbers, no data, no follow-up, no research, no nothing. That's why I couldn't bring the cancer people on. Because I'm like, damn, I want to talk about this issue, but I don't know nothing about the topic. To be having a conversation is going to be really fruitful. I wish I'd have did it anyway. Maybe I will. We're going to go back and get that. We can go back and get that. My point is, we're being gaslit, fam. We're being gaslit by these Democrats and these liberals and this corporate media nonsense. Abby Phillip went on a long tirade about slavery. Y'all see this shit? I put out a video about it. She talked about slavery for about 6 minutes. Now, one time did she mention reparations? Well, it's come to my attention that on a show, I don't know what show it was. It was your show, Abby. And you let it happen right there. And you didn't stop the shit. I had a white supremacist on my show, and she was saying things about slavery, and I just want to clear it up because I made a lot of good ratings off of it, but now some black people are mad at me because I let that shit go out unanswered. So here I am now trying to cover my ass. So, yeah, slavery's bad, white people bad, slavery bad, and some black Americans, of which I don't consider myself, I'm from the islands. Some black people, and I went to school, I have a lot of degrees. So I really don't relate to those people, but if I did relate to those people, I would say slavery was bad. And lynching, ill. Lynching is nasty. It's nasty business. But I am Abby Phillip, and this is Newsnight. And tune in next time when we'll be talking about something that I won't know anything about, and I just interrupt whenever I think Republicans are winning. And I'll bring on my friend Bakari, who won't say anything except a lot of words to say nothing. But for some reason, people like him because of his dad. I'm sure he'll have a book to sell. And we will do the same thing. And Scott Jennings will continue to make us look like children as we try to race bait him whenever he's getting too effective in his talking points. whenever Scott Jennings is on that show, and look, man, I got disagreements with Scott. Scott be down, he be down playing race like shit on that show. But what I noticed, he started trying to get away from it. He'd be like, whoa, slide over here. Yeah, when what's her name? Jillian Michaels was talking that race shit. Scott was like this, oh God, well, that's always a good time to drink this coffee that's cold as hell, but I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. This coffee's good. It's cold, ice cold coffee. Here's lukewarm, ice cold coffee. Ooh, this is good. Ooh, it's flat as hell. This is good though. It's stale. It's been sitting here since last week when I was here, but I'm gonna go. Oh, yeah. Oh, almost my turn to talk. I'm sorry. You guys go ahead. Another round. You guys keep going. Because every time Scott starts talking, he starts making points. They do him like a boxer. If a boxer starts getting off too much, just grab his ass. They clench his ass. They have to clench him. Stop him. He's doing too much now. Calm down. Calm down, Scott. Scott, please, Scott. Stop. Just stop winning, Scott. Stop winning. Stop punching. Stop it, Scott. Stop punching Torre in his head. Stop. You're beating Torre up. Torre is not good at this. Leave him alone. He does hip-hop music. Stop embarrassing him. Stop. Leave Tamron alone. I mean, the other one. Leave her alone. I got a point. How you gonna do a conversation about importance of slavery? Never get to reparations. Just jump right over that shit. Jump right over all types of compensation, retribution, reparative justice, anything like that, and went right to. We'll be right back at the Abby Phillips Show. See, here's the problem we have, man, and this is where I must be judgmental to my own community, and that is, you can't just be like you watch something just because you see a black person and then act like anything they do is okay. You don't understand how painful, how hurtful that is to our actual survival, because they get plants. That's how they get plants. That's why we having such a hard time progressing. Part of it is that too many black people see a black person, just go, okay, great, black person, and they don't care if that black person is doing good business. They don't care if that black person has their best interests, is trying to do things that broaden and raise up our community. They don't care if that person is leading us to destruction. They still support it. And they can even tell that person's lying. I mean, Obama sat up there and he pretended to drink water that was killing our kids in Flint. Not just our kids, white kids too. Anybody poor that lived in Flint. Flint was mostly a poor city. He up there pretending, playing games. He even told him what he was doing. Okay, let me get some water here. You guys worried about nothing. Why you guys worried? Calm down, man. Feisty bunch. People want justice out here. You guys are crazy. Hey, give me some water. And I can hear the white lady in the crowd say, get a bottle of water. Don't drink that shit. Get bottled water. Oh, no, calm down. Calm down. This is not a stunt. He even told him, this is not a stunt. I'm not making fun of you. Oh. See? Good as new. I'm fine. I can see. Whoa, where'd you go? I'm just playing. Everything's fine in Bird B. Come on now. If I can do it and be okay, you can too. Just playing. Bird B, I got a sense of humor. Hey, come on. If some of you are already slow. Come on now. Say it's going to hurt learning disabilities. Come on, some of these kids, come on, they can't read too good already. What's the difference? Come on now, calm down, Flint. It's not like we're talking about you guys go to Georgetown Day School with Sasha and Kamita. Come on now. It's not like you go to my school, my kids go. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. You guys are already going, destined to go to jail or be an OnlyFans model or something. Not like you guys gonna be turn up the road at career ladder here. Who's really getting hurt here? You can get your system check and EBT card and call it a day. They saw him do this, and they did not hold him accountable. I didn't see Rowland hold him accountable. I didn't see Donna Brazile hold him accountable. I didn't see the Congressional Black Caucus hold his ass accountable. I didn't see Kamala Harris hold him accountable. I did not see Cory Booker or Jim Clyburn or John Lewis, rest of dead, or none of them hold him accountable. Just little channels like mine. Now, most of the people whose asses, who seem like are such pro-black, you know what they were doing back when I was covering Obama with the sitting on black people drinking the water in Flint? They was making videos calling black women hyenas and talk about pimping black women, how black men can get more sex. And now they're the leaders of the black community. Because everybody have a right to change. They wouldn't be running the hustle, would they? Nah, they wouldn't be hustling nobody. And there I go being paranoid. Just because that's what they did for 10 years. Don't mean that's what they on now. Of course not. Now I'm making up shit. That's hating, Tim. You know damn well, Tim, they serious about helping black folks. 10 years? So one of the problems, one of the criticisms I have for black America is we're too easy. We're too easy on each other when we know those people are doing harm. It's okay to say somebody black is wrong. It's okay. Playing the favoritism thing too much. So yeah, this notion that this idea that we're not suddenly behind the crosshairs. You know, every once in a while, I like to remind people, man, that America don't give a damn about nobody. I mean, I know they say black people are under attack. I want you to realize that. America step over poor white people like they playing hopscotch. They don't give a damn. I'm just saying, I just want to keep that in mind. You know, Ruby Ridge, like, you know, they burnt up white people too. They burnt up white people's compounds and shit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying racism and of course white supremacy, all these things. But I just want to drill through people's minds. This is a country that offs its own very easily. Very easily. Sometimes people be in my comments a little buck. Like, oh, sky's falling, black people exterminated, we being genocided. I'm like, you saying all that on your cable with your Netflix and your Hulu and your Peacock and your dress real good, going to brunch, going to get some chicken and waffles. Must be nice. Anyway, I thought I'd talk about that because I think it needs to be talked about. And also there's another point I want to make. There's something I wanted to talk about. Here it goes. Yeah, here it goes. This is what it was. If I hear another white person saying black people need to be accountable, I'm gonna shove a stick in your tire spokes. Yeah, I'm gonna put a stick in your grandma's wheelchair wheel. That's what I'm gonna do, man. If another white person says black people need to take accountability, maybe talk about some dumb shit like a video of somebody fighting on a cruise ship, or somebody cut line at the DMV. Really dumb shit. The things white people be concerned about, I'll be like, motherfucker, you are the most dumb, petty mofo. I want to say this because I want to make this a separate clip, and I want to make sure I use all my words here. There are white Americans who are running around on the internet talking about black people need to learn to take accountability for themselves, and they're putting this on things that are very trivial. Bullshit. Someone stole some Snickers. People went into the gas station and took candy and left. They took cigarettes and gum and chips and assorted danishes, and they ran out. Oh my God. You know how many billions of dollars white people pilfered from Haiti? Billions of dollars. Under this rules, we're going to rebuild Haiti. And they put all that money in their goddamn pockets. White people did that. Not black people. White people did it. And you know what I haven't heard you do? I haven't heard you go on a rant on Twitter going, white people need to take accountability. If I could tell you how many sex rings, pedophile rings, pedophile rings, human trafficking. I just saw a story. I don't think I put it out because I know YouTube ain't gonna let me like monetize it and all this shit, and they ain't gonna give me no reach on it because of the nature of it. There's a white sheriff right now, that a judge, I think it is, who was pimping out all the women in the women's prison for favors in this town. Just pimping them out. And if you act right, maybe it helps save your sentence. And if you don't, you never get out of jail. Yeah, and we're gonna have a party. We're gonna let you out to come have a party at Bob's, and Bob and all his friends get a turn. And then we take you back to the prison. If you act right, maybe you can get it home. Maybe I can, shave 90 days off your sentence. But if you don't act right, you'll be here for an additional 3 years. This is something that white people need to hold themselves accountable for. I saw the same thing happen with another judge who was putting all the kids in the town in the juvenile detention centers and throwing away the key because he was getting the kickback for filling the beds at the juvenile detention center. A couple of the kids eliminated themselves out of depression. I have not seen Elon Musk, and I know he must have just missed that story, or he would have definitely retweeted it and talked about how bad it was and how white people need to be more accountable. Yeah, it's funny how accountability works. They show videos of 3 heavy black women fighting in the street. Oh, they need to be accountable. But they forget to show Ukraine and Russians white on white violence, where thousands of people have been killed that we're paying for. And no one says somebody got to be accountable. Yeah, no accountability. Church bombings. Where's the accountability for the church bombings? All the stuff that white Americans could get blamed for. I mean, it's a mostly white country. Most of this stuff is done by white people. To this day, when there's some mass shooting or mass thing that happens, black people always kind of clench up because we're like, we hope it's not. That's because it rarely is, because it's so many white people with guns. They got all the ammo. Nobody even talks about the shit they do no more. I mean, white people went to a church and shot it up with black people, Christians praying at the church, minding their damn business. And no one says, white people need to be accountable. None of them say white people need to be, but I keep seeing white people say black people need to take accountability. And it's like they're getting these talking points from someone is telling them. And you know what I think I say, it's gotta be someone black who's been feeding these talking points that made it okay. Because once upon a time, most white people didn't want to be called a racist piece of garbage. But now, because you got Candace Owens and Officer Tatum, tanked them, and these types of people, it become acceptable. You got Jesse Lee with his mushmouth ass. All it becomes acceptable. These people try to give people carte blanche. Give them a bypass to be as dumb as they want to be and say the most asinine nonsense. Look, I got no problem with people being accountable for what they do. You first. Be accountable for 300 years of slavery, 100 years of Jim Crow, and 50 years ago giving us basically human rights, equal to your rights. Only 50 years ago. That's it. For black people, real freedom in this country is only 50 years old. And I got white people going, black people need to be accountable. They don't say white people need to be accountable for that shit at all. Oh, no, of course not. Redlining would actually put a line around black neighborhoods, say, anybody here, don't give them loans. Anybody inside the red line. And I got white people going, black people need to be accountable. What about white people in the banks being accountable for that shit? Oh no, that's why you gotta go there, Tim? I want to talk about the Carnival cruises. I want to talk about the Southwest Airlines situation I saw on a video clip on X. Why you want to get serious and start talking about graduation and money and payments and people's appraisals for their homes and bank loans and percentages of borrowing and interest rate differences and car sale price differences? Why you want to start naming real shit we can quantify, Tim? Let's just stick to talking abstractly about dumb videos we saw on this racist ass platform by this fake ass African American white dude. We want to use that as a barometer. We don't want to look at the numbers. So stop saying accountability if you don't want to take no damn accountability for your goddamn self. And you know what? Some of them pictures in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, the 50s and 60s, all the way up to Sunday, I see a white woman spitting at black children who just wanted an education. Some of them is your grandmothers. So I'm making that shit sound like it's 5 generations ago. Wasn't that long ago? We can still find him. Jerry Jones is in one of them pictures. Jerry Jones right now, what's he doing? Owning a football team. And what's the people doing who he was spitting on, didn't want to come to school? Huh? Bet you now owning the football team. Huh? But you know, accountability. Race has nothing to do with it. That's what Antonio Daniels says. He knows a lot because he got crypto. He got crypto. Now, it's the thing in the black community. If you're doing well, people want to like you. Even if you ain't got shit to say and don't know shit. And if they think you got some money, oh, they just praise you. Just because so many black Americans don't have money, they think anybody with money, they don't give a fuck how they got it. They could have burnt their parents up in a freak accident, sewage backup in the house that somehow caught fire. No one knows, and he's the only one survived. And they still praise him like, oh, he's amazing. This guy's obviously a financial genius. Why? Because he outlived the forest fire, a fire in his house? What did he do? What did he do? Shit, a roach will try to save itself. Doesn't make him smart. Yeah, man, I got no problem with people being successful or making money. But when you start using my people, man, and throwing us under the bus like that, and then I see this shit, it just kind of sticks with me, kind of makes me want to say something. Say a little something. Because, this is what I do. I talk about stuff. And when I'm doing a live stream and I don't use a script, kind of comes out, man. I don't even intend to do it. So it's like no personal beef. But these guys, some of these people are horrible. Straight up horrible. I want to have a conversation with, what's the name of the Cartier family. I want to talk to them. I want to talk to these kids. I want to understand what's wrong with them. And I get it, man. People want to make this. I look at the Cartier family, I look at the Hodge twins, and I say, man, these people just find a way to make money, and they just, what I'm going to tell them? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to convince them otherwise? How you going to convince them otherwise? You know what I'm saying? Like, they see a way to get paper. They don't care. They don't give a damn what they say and what they're doing. In fact, the reason why it works is that people like me don't like it. So that helps them stay in the algorithm. Get it? Because when I complain about it, the algorithm here, oh, he's just mentioned, you just said such and such name. Yeah, man, this Friday. Where are we, Johnson? Oh man. That's why they took off to catch the predator. Majority of the predators were white. Yeah, there you go, Ken. Thank you for that comment. Instead of somebody defending the Cartier family. Goofy. Yeah. Ken Hunter, yeah, that's why they took off. Yeah, that's why, because it made them look bad. It made them look bad because it's just what it is. It's the truth. But see, no one wants to take accountability for that. And what I'm saying is you got a platform. Okay, here's the thing. If I'm wrong about these people, right? If I'm wrong about them, which this guy, let me point this out. Let me point this out. This guy says they have a different perspective, and their perspective is if you don't care, no need to talk to them. No, I care, man. That's why I'm talking about it. But what I'm saying is they found a way to make money. You don't think they don't know most of the mass shootings, most of the serial killers, most of the PDF rings and all that shit? You don't think they don't know that those are mostly white people? I mean, we know that, right? I mean, it's numbers, man. Anybody can find that shit out. I've been covering the news for almost 14 years. These people were doing gaming videos. Gaming videos. You really think they care about this stuff? You really think they take a time and looked at why is it every time a black person killed, these particular people are not on the side of the black person who got killed, even if that black person didn't have a gun? So it's not like I'm making some shit up about these people, man. Yeah, it's bad, it's wrong. So yeah, and if I'm a content creator, I can make content about that. I can make content about Angela Rye. I can make content about MSNBC, which I just did. It's not like I've been spending all my time talking about this shit, but it's Friday, man. But I want to know, is it it's like another perspective? Nah, man, that's deceptive. That's deceptive language, fam. When you say someone has another perspective, that's like, what do you think, who's the best rapper? You know, you say, who's the best rapper? You know, who's the best, what's the best, I don't know, V8 engine? Who got the best V8 engine? Or who's the best MMA fighter? You know what I'm saying? And you be like, well, I think it's this person. Well, I think it's this person. Why do you think that? Well, these are perspectives. Man, when I bring up data-driven facts, there is no perspective. There's data-driven facts, right? And then there's bullshit. There are people walking around right now, so it's heavy on the internet. I don't know what you do. Maybe you probably work for a living. You don't be on the internet like I do. This is my job. There's a trend where countless white people are looking at isolated things black people doing on videos and saying black people need to be accountable. But they're not doing that to issues with white Americans. And the whole purpose of accountability should be everybody should be accountable. That's the whole point. It's holding a person to account. So what I'm saying is, why am I talking about it? They ain't talking about it. I'm talking about it because it is bigoted that people will focus this accountability talking point only on black people. Particularly, black people. But no such smoke for all the white people that need to be accountable. Right? That's what I'm saying. So I got a problem with that. And I didn't mean to hit your friend so hard. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to hear him. I'm just saying, I didn't even say nothing really that bad about him. But this is horrible, man. This is horrible that yeah, man, what bothered me about the Cartier family is they sat back and laughed and giggled about Nick Fuentes talking all that shit about black people in that video. They sat and laughed and watched that shit. And to me, it wasn't nothing funny about this little Mexican dude talking about black people like that. I was like, I had some smoke for this dude. But they would kiss his ass because it's algorithm friendly. So that's where my critique comes from. But yeah, man, I don't spend my time. I've never made a video about Cartier family. But I saw that video and I was close to doing it because that was horrific in my opinion. But I guess, I don't even know how you could say, I don't know. I don't understand, man. I don't understand how some people see that as just being a different opinion, because that shit Nick Fuentes was saying about black people, some shit you can say about anybody. You know, when black people take the corner, they get cut in line on the freeway. I mean, it's like we want to like you people, but then you do things like that. Man, everybody be rushing to go to work. I used to go to work every day. I used to work downtown DC. Tough traffic. I don't know if it's the worst traffic in the world, but it's tough traffic. You know what I'm saying? Your commute can be 20 minutes. It could be an hour and a half. You know, it depends. And I said every color, person, orientation, gender, try to get ahead, try to take a corner, every. But if you black and you hear somebody not black saying, this is what's wrong with black people, they take the shoulder in traffic. What if everyone does it? See, black people don't have to be accountable. They want to break the rules. And I'm like watching these young people, young black people sit there, we do that. Yeah, that's what black people do. Like, what the hell is going on, man? I thought white people were supposed to be less racist. It's like the running thing when I was coming up is that hopefully one day all the racists die. And that ain't true. They came back. I think people are more racist now than they were before. And I think black people have become more tolerant and more anti-black them damn selves. I think it went the other way, Johnson. I think we had a moment where things got less racist. Early 2000s, mid 2000s. Then Obama got elected, and then the racists really got mad. It didn't get less racist. It started getting more racist. And I think now we're at peak racism. And we're at peak anti-blackness. Even black people. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to find. I don't remember in 2000. I don't remember 2012, 2014, 15. I don't remember a Cartier family. High Swings used to do muscle videos. I'm telling you, things have changed, man. They weren't talking that type of shit 5 years ago. They was doing muscle videos. That's not where the money was. The money was in entertainment. They weren't doing videos, see how niggas are, see how they are, see how black women are, see how they are, see? Doing dumb shit. They're so funny. See what they do, man? What the fuck is the joke? Is there a punchline coming? No timing, no joke, no nothing. Just black people are the joke. And I'm just saying, it's a difference than what it was just 5 years ago, man. I'm just saying it was different. 5 years ago, it was different. That's why, I mean, I was making a living doing this. I've been here the whole time, man, since 2013, fam. I've seen a lot of changes, and some of the changes. And people was doing gaming videos and other shit. Now they're doing political videos, and 95% of the time, they shitting on black people. And you say it's just a different perspective. Nah, man. I can't agree. So we just disagree. We just choose to disagree. Like you say, man, like they say, it's fine to disagree. You know what? And I want to display Bob's thing because, you know, Bob, I don't care, man. Bob, I don't care. A lot of us, okay, I can only speak for myself. I'm more concerned with, that's a nice to have, right? It's nice to have. It's nice to have non-Confederate names on stuff. But you know what's even more important to have, Bob? And I appreciate you, Bob. I appreciate you, Bob. Bob, what's even better is to have everybody be able to live indoors. I don't give a shit about what's name is on the Confederate thing. You know, most people I know went to a Confederate name school, elementary school, and didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you, man. Bob, man, nobody give a shit, man. That's some progressive stuff. We ain't got time to care about. Most people do not care about that. Look, here's the thing. If you gotta be told to be upset about something, you could be upset about it when you find out, but yeah, you go to sleep, wake up, you ain't even thinking about this shit. Because there are real things to think about, Bob. Yeah, nobody gives a shit about that. I know we supposed to, because somebody said black people supposed to care. Like I say, it's a nice to have. Be nice if you, hey, like if you could rave a wine and go, hey, would you want to give it all the Confederate names? Okay. Okay. They'll be like, hey, what about we fix I don't know, what if we fix the air, clean the air? I can't do that. Well, we fix those Confederate names. You know, no way. I'm just saying, Bob, I know it's not the answer you're looking for, man. I know it's not the answer you're looking for. Guess what? Under Clinton and under Obama, all those Confederate names was there, weren't they? Yeah, those Confederate names were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? And when they take those names off, sometimes, Bob, it just feels like they try to make a big deal out of taking the names down. So get what I'm saying? Like, this is my point. It's a game, Bob. If you don't understand the game, you will forever be played. So the Democrats come in and they say, we want to fight for the blacks and the whatever peoples, and we're going to take these down because we are one America, and yada, 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 yada. They make a grand saying and grand showing. Look at us. We care about you, Blackie. Take it down. Call it the Harriet Tubman thing with the Frederick and the Marcus and the Martin Luther and the Malcolm X, whatever you want to call it, right? Sojourner Truth thing. Then Trump came in and was like, you know what? Two could play that game. Let's take those down. Yeah, because it's too woke. And it's the same thing in reverse. They're both doing what, Bob? Playing to their base. Now, when the black people, see, the problem I have with black people is, and while I'm trying to do my thing, we got to stop falling for that shit. Because taking down those names didn't help us grow our businesses, do better in our job placement, extend our life expectancy, make us safer in our homes, like all the things that matter, you know what I'm saying, that we really care about. Them names coming down didn't do anything. And then when they put the names back up, yeah, it's like we want a small percentage of people to give a damn about that and we'll go, yeah, Robert E. Lee's names back up. We want that person to be mad so much. We got you, you little perverted bigot. We want that to be the case so badly, Bob, that we forget. The hell with him. Who cares what bigots like? Like, because same thing for them. They think that helps them. It doesn't. It doesn't keep their kids off meth. It doesn't bring the manufacturing jobs back. Get what I'm saying? And until we realize it's a game on both sides, it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't care, Bob. It's that nobody should care because it's a hustle. It's like the wife that says, I really love you. I love you so much, Bob. And then she goes to sleep with your friend. Then she slept with the whole track team. But she told you she loves you. Even bought you a card on your birthday. And we can reverse that to the guys too, but see, guys get it. We always saying the guy, the man that says he bought you flowers, then he slept with your sister and your cousin. You know what I'm saying? I could, but he did buy you those flowers. See what I'm saying? You got a whole family around the corner. Got a whole second family. or the kid is, or that's not your son. You've been paying for him. And that's another guy's kid you've been paying, take care of, paying bills for all this time. But you love him like your own, don't you, Bob? See what you get what I'm saying, Bob? I just believe, man, because I've been all across the map, man. I've been through so many stages in this political process. I just want you to understand, I'm what you call a third-degree black belt in black politics. Get what I'm saying? Like, I've been through it. I have supported politicians and parties, new parties, and all this, bro. Let's go down to the policy. How does it impact the people? Forget the glitzy, showy, gaslighting, straw man bullshit. Like, let's get down to it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody asked for Hip Hop Day. Nobody asked for the Harriet Tubman on the money. Nobody asked for Juneteenth. Nobody asked. You know what I'm saying? What we asked for is this over here. We asked for no monument to Sojourner Truth. Mother. Nobody asked for that. We're asking for reparations. Don't waste my damn time talking about no damn monument to Sojourner Truth. Don't you play me like that. Stop playing us like that. Let's stop falling for the okie doke. You understand what I'm saying to you, Bob? Are you getting it, Bob? It's me poking you in the chest, Bob. Are you getting it, Bob? We don't give a flying, flaring filth about no damn monuments. Burn them all down. Burn, Hollywood, burn. Burn. We turn down all those monuments, and guess what, dog? Guess what? Guess what? Didn't change shit, did it? What'd it do? Just a distraction. So, man, my thing is this. People see Trump doing shit. Everybody knows what a distraction is now because Trump's doing it. But when Biden was doing it, we had a bunch of Negroes come to the White House. Dancing. I shit the White House. All the shit. Biden looked like he about to die right there. Oh. You see him, mouth wide open, bugs and shit flying in his mouth. Oh. The gay black dude kissing him on his hand. He's like, this Negro just kissed my hand. What the hell is going on? Jill, come get me, Jill. Jill, get me. This Negro just kissed me. He put his lips on my hand. Did you see this shit? Why didn't anybody black say, look at the distraction Biden's doing? What was that? If not a fucking distraction. But see, you get the game, Bill, Bob, it's only a distraction when it's the other side. And it's only lack of accountability when it's black people. And unmarked cars with police jumping out, locking people up, arresting people is only bad when it's Latinos. Because when it's blacks, it's business as usual. We call them jump outs. They always had unmarked cars. Now it's a threat to democracy. Oh no. Nah, man, I'm not falling for the okie doke, and I refuse to allow you to fall for the okie doke yourself. We're going to cut the cap. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with black history. But since when? I had Dr. Musa Abdullah from All Things Education Official on my channel. We talked about this, man. If you allow the government, you allow public school system to have the responsibility of teaching your children to feel good about themselves and good about where they come from as black Americans, you're in the wrong line. That's what you would call neglect. That would be like malpractice. You understand what I'm saying? To even think that that would happen. To be under that delusion. You know, We're still telling people that America won the Second World War for the world. When 1 million Russians died doing that shit. I didn't know that shit till I was like 35. It's like, what the Jesus? Went in none of the books I read. I didn't know shit about it. 1 million Russians. I thought Russians were bad people. Yeah, 1 million of them died fighting the Nazis. We came in, we lost like 100,000. We act like we did everything. We were late to the party like a motherfucker. So I'm all over the place. But I hope somehow it makes some sense. Good times here on the Tim Black Show, man. We are just so busy. But yeah, man, until black people can look at, until the Democrats, and I don't know if this will ever happen, until my black Democrats can look at Democrats and say, hey, that's a distraction from the shit I asked your ass. Till we start doing that, we ain't gonna get shit out to Democrats. All they gonna do is point over there. Look over there. It's J.D. Vance. Look at him. He's a Nazi. Hey, we gotta stay away from that Nazi over there. I forgot what we needed for our community. Oh, okay. Juneteenth again? Okay, cool. Hey, at least we got something. The kicker to all this shit is I'm not under a delusion that I'm the smartest person in the room. But why is it that I figured this shit out and they can't? And the kicker to that is they did figure it out. They just don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? They did figure it out. They do understand. I'm not the only one that gets it. You don't think Van Lathan knows this? He knows what I'm talking about. You don't think Angela Rye? I mean, I don't look at people and say, oh, this person's an idiot. People are smart people. No, I never call them idiots. Morons, maybe, but not idiots. You really think Tiffany Cross don't know shit? Really? You think she don't understand what's going on? These people know the game, man. These people are playing the game. And that's what I meant by I don't care. Like, I get it, what they're doing. But I got a if I'm talking, I'm going to talk about your ass. Mark Lamar, he up here having a literal baby. Oh, God. Baby clap out his ass. Crying about some shit ain't got nothing to do with Black America. Baby fall right out, laying on the floor. Time I see his ass. Other shit. But I put somebody in a black school that I did somebody a library and this is very clever. You know, and all this shit. And then when push come to shove, everybody gonna do what? Fall right in line and vote blue anywho. They gonna do all this talking, all this gymnastics, all these somersaults, go through all these intricate moves, do all this sophisticated, elegant moves, all of this to go vote blue anywho. That's what they do. They do all this intricate shit, put up all this fight, and then end up right there with her, forgetting that she aired out the bank account and slept with their best friend. Be right there. You ain't gonna do that again, is you, baby? Because you love me, right? You love me, right? And I love you. I tell you, man, sometimes God damn. God. Man, I didn't know the number was 27. I knew I was just picking a number, man. You said 27 million. And that's what I'm saying, Otis Sue. Otis Sue, man. Thank you, Otis Sue. Give it up for Yeah, but when you look at the difference of the numbers, Jesus Christ. God. 27 million? $27 million? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Jesus, man. Yeah, man, if you got the You know what? That's not in the museum either, is it? Is that in the museum? No one's complaining about that shit not being in the museum. You know what I'm saying? We lie about everything. I say America lies about everything. And it doesn't make it better. I'm not trying to make it better. I'm just saying we lie about everything. We color outside the lines on all this shit. It's a country. And I think most countries do that. I don't know because I don't live in other countries. But you get what I'm coming from. Yeah. That's sick, man. Okay. Somebody asked me something, man. Let me answer a question, fam. Let me answer a question that is jizoint. Damn. Ask me a question here, fam. Because I wanna do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay on the same topic. I'm doing pretty good, but I think it would be good for me to switch topic a little bit. Happy Friday to my people watching, man. Look, remember the Tim Black Wolfpack show? The Tim Black Wolfpack membership is only $5 a month. Go to jointimblack.com or go to Tim's Take Live on Patreon. Support the Tim Black Wolfpack. Join the Tim Black Wolfpack. Do it now. Click that link, baby. Black Mamba's in the house, family. Buck Bewley's in the house. Ebony's in the house. Tim, where you at? Not about me. Hey, Dr. Sealer, not about me, sister. But I'm in the DMV. DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Let's just say Waldorf, Maryland. That's close. I'm in Waldorf, Maryland. I'm 15 minutes outside of DC. Yeah. And that's all I can give out, because, you know. But you see, the doctor like, man, I ain't trying to come see you. I just want to know where you from. But I spent my whole life here, but I've been around a little bit, you know. Been to New York, been to New Jersey, been to Cali, been to Portland, been to Salt Lake City, been to Indiana, been a few places. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I've been all down south, West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Georgia, you know what I'm saying? You know, Houston. No, Tennessee. I went to Tennessee. 1 year I went to Politicon and did Tennessee, was in Tennessee, which was amazing because me and Mrs. Black drove to Tennessee, never drive to Tennessee. Never do that. That was crazy. What was we thinking? It's only 14 hours. Ugh. Help. Help. It's like there's got to be a limit to how many hours you think you can drive. I don't care if you rent a car and it's comfortable. Anything above like 7 is like, hey, why we do this again? I don't know why we did this. Why we do this? My ass is asleep. Why we do this? I got no questions. Damn. Something, man. No questions? Nothing? Okay. Black Mamba in the building. I wish I could. Thanks, Black Mamba. I be forgetting to promote stuff. I be just forgetting stuff, Black Mamba. I don't know why I do this. Look. This is a Tim Black Legacy mug. It's the Legacy. Politics for the People mug. Says it right here. That mug is $20 to your door. We ship it here ourselves. We package it. We include stickers and other goodies and stuff we throw in there in a box to send to our Wolfpack supporters, man. So order once, $20. That includes shipping. Go to timblackmug.com. Get yours today. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't mean no harm, y'all. I really don't. It's all good. Thank you. C Miles says long road trips aren't for the faint of heart. You know it's Saint. You know what's up, C. And I appreciate y'all, man. Like if you ask a question and it gets a little crazy, that's okay. That's good. You add them to the show. When I get passionate, right? Just know, like, we good. We can disagree. You know, I ain't gonna block you behind no shit like that. We can just disagree. I got nothing but love for you. You know, me and DeAndre got into it one night. I forgot why. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just, you know, I get high strung on some of this stuff, but believe me, man, it comes from a good place, and I don't mean no harm by it. We can just disagree on some topics. You know what I'm saying? It's just I've been through the ringer with the politics, and I see both sides playing the hell out of us. That's all. And it bothers me when I'm trying to make people understand, yeah, the Democrats too. Republicans too. I didn't think I had to convince people. Republicans be playing the shit out of us. I thought we already knew that one, but yeah, both parties suck, Johnson. Both parties suck. And yeah, I guess I ended the way I started it. People keep saying how now the Trump administration is trying to destroy the black community. And I don't mean no harm, and I love the black community. I do. If you walk into a room that's already, how can I say this without being totally? You can't destroy something that's already destroyed, is what I'm trying to tell you. And what happens is, shit like Obama phones, overpriced Medicare from a white conservative think tank that came up with Obamacare, that's not a win for black people. People they be making things seem like wins for us that aren't wins. To try to negate what I'm saying. You say, oh, no, what Obama was saying, we had Obamacare. And Trump trying to get rid of Obamacare. I know people personally who couldn't afford Obamacare, took the zero, ended up paying because it was too expensive. It outpriced their employer. They were much better off before Obamacare was implemented. Then they got to pay the penalty because they don't carry insurance now. So things are worse for them. And I'm sure there are some people that exist that are happy as hell Obamacare came. But I'm just saying that everybody feels that way. Okay? Just adding that there. Because they seldom talk about that on MSNBC or MSDNC or the Clinton News Network or CNN. They very rarely mention that. God. I know someone who's a consultant pays close to $900 a month for insurance. Yeah. Insurance. And when we talk about private insurance, or should I say public insurance, when we talk about a single payer, when we talk about, some form of Medicare for all, or something, a single payer system or whatever, there's always people going, but I want to be able to choose my provider. I want choices. I don't trust the government. Yeah, you trust your food though, don't you? Yeah, you trust the food, the USDA stamp, that you ain't eating something that's going to put you under the ground. You trust that though. And you trust getting on that plane. Yeah, you trust that. And you trust when you hit the brake pedal. When you get on a train, you trust that. But you don't trust the government when it comes to healthcare. I get it, man. I get it. But it's no more risky than anything else that we got to deal with in this world. You know what I'm saying? In this country. And I know there are a lot of, what about all the great things, all the great people, all the great companies, all the great organizations that never get started, that never get created, that never get built because people cannot strike out on their own because they don't have health care. I know for a fact, if it weren't for the fact that Mrs. Black had a full-time job when I started doing this, I'd never been able to do this full-time, baby. I mean, I had a full-time job when I started this. I come home and do this on the weekend and on the evenings. I did that for a couple of years before I went full-time. Because healthcare. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of people that don't chase their dreams, that don't create the thing that they envision for their lives, and they say, I'm gonna get back to it, I'm gonna get back to it. And one of those reasons why is because of the price of healthcare or the price of daycare. Those two things, daycare, healthcare. Say I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm right, but go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm not wrong now. See, I know I'm not wrong. Yep. Just to remind everybody, go to presidentialimpact.com, get my free ebook on presidential powers. Don't let the president off the hook. And I didn't even got to do this for Trump, because Trump been using that at presidential power. He been doing his presidentialimpact.com. But under Biden, when I wrote this ebook, people kept saying, what can Biden do? He don't have power in Congress. He can't do it. Now they looking at all the shit Trump's doing without Congress, and nobody's looking back. Now look, man. Here goes my point, man. Here goes another point. Excellent point, Johnson. Do you notice, has anybody beside me noticed that I don't hear a lot of people on the so-called left and a lot of people in black independent media who support the Democrats? Why don't I hear them saying, what was wrong with Biden when he was in office that he couldn't have done some of the things that Trump was doing, but did it the other way? Why is it Trump has all this power, but Biden didn't have any of it? Trump's not going through Congress to get a lot of this stuff done. He's getting it done with his pen. When I put out my presidential impact, presidentialimpact.com is where you get my ebook. When I put that out under Biden, I was trying to educate people that Biden had a lot of powers that he could have implemented, and he could have forced his will to make life better for Americans. He didn't do that. What he did was left that damn border open. That's what he did. And now all of a sudden they act like Trump is a fascist. He's going ballistic. Why come Biden didn't go ballistic in the positive way? Yeah, Roland, answer that question, Roland. Why is it that your president, when he was in power, he didn't push forth democracy the way you say Trump is pushing forth fascism? Just check it, because they both have the same freaking powers. See, they hate admitting the truth is, and the truth is Biden didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to make your life better. He was playing the game. And all these talking heads are playing the game too. Get it? Anything that Trump did, Obama could have done. Biden could have done. Anything that he's destroyed, anything that he weaponized, could have been unweaponized and could have been pointed another direction and could have implemented some other changes. You understand what I'm saying? So if Trump's turning the water up hot, Biden could have made it cold. Why didn't Biden make it hot for the Republicans? Why didn't he make it hot for the red states? Why didn't Biden make things like a utopia with his pen to the best of his ability? All these excuses. Oh, but he's got to go through Manchin and Sinema. I mean, it's one thing to be old. It's another thing to be a fool. Don't be no old fool. That's all I'm saying. Be a young fool. That's understandable. We all been that. We may not have known it at the time. Looking back, you be like, yeah, I was a young fool at that. Don't be no old fool falling for old, stupid-ass talking points. For people that are paid. We got multi-millionaires telling broke people the most powerful man in the world, arguably, couldn't do anything. His hands was tied. He really wanted to. And this is a level of advocacy that we get as Black Americans. And as Black Americans, I say we cannot allow ourselves to be that naive. We too old, we too Black. We've been Black our whole lives. We should not fall for the okie doke with bullshit like that. I don't care how many times what I say is, get my iPad, get my iPad. No, you should tell him to get some ethics and a backbone and stop being a lapdog for the Democratic Party and stop lying to us. Go lie to someone else. On a lighter note, Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad, their mother passed away, but she was a glorious 102 years old, talking about being blessed. I remembered Mrs. Black. Before I went live, Mrs. Black was like, baby, you might want to mention that Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad's mom had passed away at 102, baby. I'm like, wow. That's sad, but also, wow. Are we good, Johnson? I think we good, man. I don't have anything else to talk about. I'm not getting the crowd participation that I thought I was going to get. What's up, Black boy in the building? C Miles up in the house. Right, rest in peace, sister. Rest in peace. Wow, what a life, man. What a life. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. Now the point is, when Biden had the pen, just like, you know what they called Obama? See, this is why I got a problem with people that don't know these things. But that's okay. Let me educate you. You know what they were calling Obama? A fascist. You didn't know that because you don't watch Fox News. You only watch CNN and MSNBC. They were accusing Obama of being a tyrant. Yeah, the right was criticizing Obama the same way that liberals are criticizing Trump. You didn't know it because you don't watch those programs, and MSNBC and CNN never called him that. So since they never called him that, that kind of shows what I'm talking about is the problem with people in our media and what they consume. You didn't even know that. You think it's oh, Trump's a fat. You didn't know Obama wrote a lot of executive orders, man, and he got challenged a lot in court. I covered it on his channel. In fact, Obama was like, hey, I'm gonna get some things done. And they trying to take me to court because I can't sit around and wait for Congress. I'll use my pen. And they want to sue me. This was Obama at rallies complaining about being taken to court, just like Trump is right now. But you didn't know it because the liberal media wouldn't show it because Sam Cedarhead and TYT didn't cover it. See, because you get in trouble for talking bad about Obama. You may not know this. People say Obama. There are a lot of people out there saying how Trump is vindictive. These motherfuckers don't know that Clinton's just as bad, if not worse. And so were the Obamas. Why do you think everybody kiss their ass, man? You think it's because they're nice people. That's what you think. It's really what you think. You know how much animosity politicians have for anybody criticizing them? You don't think Biden don't have a hit list? Oh, man. Man, it's just, these people are, this is my frustration. There are people that I think mean well. They really, on the low, buy into the bullshit. They really believe Republicans evil, Democrats good. I can sit up here until I'm blue in the face and say, look, anything the Democrats accuse Trump of doing, they've already done it or trying to do it. He's not inventing anything. I say it over and over, and it's like, I'm just talking to myself in a room, talking to myself. Nobody hears shit. Obama was complaining. He was at rallies going, they won't sue me. Come on now. They're going to send me to court. Take me to court, guys. Because I'm doing the job. I can't help it if Congress can't get it done, so I got to do it myself. And now they want to sue me? You want to sue me? Well, see me in court. That's how he was. They were calling him a tyrant and a fascist. Pat O'Reilly, Bill O'Reilly, no, Pat Buchanan, Bill O'Reilly, all those guys were calling Obama a tyrant, a fascist. The same shit they're calling Trump. Y'all didn't know y'all had your own. See? Because you watched Rachel Maddow. You watched Keith Olbermann. You were too busy watching Olbermann and Morning Joe, Rachel Maddow. People didn't know. No, they didn't know. They weren't going to tell you. You were waiting for liberals to tell you bad shit about Obama. You were waiting for the liberals to tell you bad shit about Obama. No, they wait till Republicans in office, then they tell you bad things the Republicans doing. And most of the time, it's the same shit the liberals were doing. And they're under no obligation to say, Obama did the same thing. They're going to tell you that. Yeah, man. If you get my ebook, I got a free ebook that tells you the whole shit. Don't cost you a damn cent. Go to presidentialimpact.com. In fact, I list all the ways, all the different powers that presidents have used in history to get things done. And some of those presidents are Democrats. And Obama's whatever. Without going through Congress. It's right there. It's in writing. It's from history. It's not my opinion. I looked at the actions of other presidents and how they got things done in office without waiting on Congress. Because I got tired of the Roland Martins and the Joy Reids and all these people defending Biden's lack of production, lack of performance on Congress. So I took time to go through history and look at what other presidents did when they didn't have Congress on their side. And that's how I got my ebook. And unfortunately, I don't have any big name celebrities or anybody with a huge platform or anything to support what I do to help amplify it. So I got to rely on the Tim Black Wolfpack to help spread the word, because that's the only word I got. But that's why I put it together, man. It wasn't to make money. I didn't sell it. It was to educate people. Because some people on the low, they really think Democrats are good people. Yeah, as much as a fast food restaurant is that you can get hot fries from them, you might like the fries. That doesn't mean they're good people because they sell French fries you like. What's in the fries? All right, guys. It is what it is. Yep. Anyway, guys, that's it. We're done. Black Mamba, thank you, Black Mamba, for giving gifts to the crew. You're the best. You are the best, Black Mamba. I want to thank Anna Jackson. I want to thank Dr. Sela and Shabazz in the building. Quentin up in the house. Quentin Guidry. What's up, fam? I want to thank, I don't know who that is. Ken Hunter in the building. Black Boy in the building. Chocolate. Scotty Jenkins. Yeah, I don't choose that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't choose the commercials. They be running them joints. Are there any old fools? That's a good question, Shabazz. You heard that saying before, right? You don't get old being no fool. Richard Pryor, man, that's my brother right there. Rest in peace, Richard Pryor. How many people checked out, God, what's his name? Ali Sadiq. How many people are Ali Sadiq fans out here? You know, listening to Ali Sadiq telling stories gives me hope that we're going to be okay. Comedy-wise, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Having up and comers. And I know Ali been doing it for probably 20 years, probably. I don't know how long he been doing it. But just his storytelling ability. What about Shula King? I saw Shula King got a special out. Anybody seen Shula King special? I know he's got a presence on social. Ali, Anna says she likes Ali. Yeah, Ali's he hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to peep out something to watch over the weekend. All right, fam, that's it, man. Thank y'all for being here tonight. It's one of those nights. I got nothing but love for you. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. And I want to thank you for putting up with the craziness tonight. I think it was a good show. I think it had some moments, some highlights. Thank my moderators, Ebony, Buck Bewley, and the one and only Black Mamba for being in the house. Thank you guys for what you do. No one knows you ain't got to do it.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
And like I always say, don't you let anybody take your cornbread. People coming up here trying to take our cornbread, but you got to stop them, tell them, get the hell away from my cornbread. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
And as always, I got to end it the way I always end it because it's for good fortune. Where are my ladies? Where are my ladies? Oh, there they go. Have a great weekend, y'all. Peace. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where my guest will be DJ Knock. DJ Knock in the house from TikTok.